was so much going into this, and we, the audience, were privy to what was going on in Anthony's life. What we don't know, and what we won't ever know, is what was going on in Dominic's life. And the reason I say that is every fighter is dealing with something. All of you are dealing with something. If you ever meet somebody in public and they're rude to you, just you let it go. You don't know what they're going with. Just know they're going through something. And I say that because I don't want to take credit away from Dom. Dom looked really good tonight. His jab was on point. His distance was on point. There's a couple of wrestling situations that were pretty good for Anthony, and Dom found a way out of them. Like, I don't want to... Dominic Reyes is a tough night out. Dominic Reyes is the only man that I've ever seen beat up Jon Jones. Fair and square. No revisionist history. I've never even heard a rumor from the practice room of somebody beating up Jon Jones. That's a tough guy. Can we agree? And you follow the golden rule of put yourself in somebody else's shoes. There was nothing surprising about tonight's contest. Can we agree on that? And one of the problem with having that level of emotion, and one of the things where that focus, being very grounded spiritually. You'll hear guys throw out that term. They're usually weirdos. They're weirdos that thinks God's gonna help them. Like God doesn't have anything better to do than to weigh a hand in the outcome of a borderline illegal, half-naked, barbaric fist fight on a Saturday night, right? But spiritual doesn't necessarily always have to do with the God. It's just talking about your emotions. It's just another way to talk about emotions. Is this my guy? No, there's another guy with a pizza. Is this my guy? No, don't leave it in my room. No, comma. I did not enter my room number, period. You will not know my room. Oh, he's leaving it in my room. That's not good for Chael. Looks like Chael's not going to be getting that pizza. What I want to share with you is where it comes into spiritually is there is a point in a fight where you are going to be faced with the question, do I want to do it? Do I want to go forward? Do I want to take another punch? If I'm on bottom, do I want to get up? If I'm on top, do I want to stay here? But you're going to be asked, do I want to do it? And if your mind is somewhere else, if your heart is distracted and heavy, sometimes where that answer has got to be a yes, your mind wanders. And your mind will come back to it. Sometimes it's an instant. Sometimes it can be 5 seconds. Those are both such incredibly long times. I remember my coach, Roy Pittman, growing up, but a split second. He said, you not think a split second is a long time? He said, I want you to go home. I want you to turn your stove on till it's red hot. Put your cheek on that for half a second, and then come back and tell me that wasn't a long time. So I'm just sharing with you, there was no surprise in what happened, or surprise in an outcome, but it was a fight of a different kind for Anthony Smith. He's not going to see it like this. But you guys should be aware that the fight that he had to get up and to go forward, that's what a fighter is. And the term fighter has been corrupted over my lifetime. It now has to do with punches and kicks, and a fighter is, can you get up and go forward when you don't feel like it? That's it, yes or no? And Anthony was oh my God, you found me. Thank you, brother. I am so sorry to put you through that, by the way. Yeah, that's just for your pocket. Oh, and you got my sodas. You're awesome. Thank you, my man. I really appreciate this. You too. All right, so I waited for this pizza. Now I've got it. And when he put it in my hand, I couldn't really feel it. Have you ever had a pizza like that where you grab it, it's in the box and everything? It's so light. There's so little on it that you almost can't. Oh, this guy might be able to help me. Thank you for that, brother. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you. He put it in my hand and I couldn't even feel it. So anyway, at any rate, this big pizza that I've waited for is apparently a really small pizza. Now, back to me. When I'm talking about the struggle that Anthony had to go through and Anthony being tested and Anthony passing the test, had his whole family here, so he's being husband, he's being dad. I mean, he's wearing 5 different hats. ESPN's pulling in one direction. He's trying to serve an emotion, convince himself that he doesn't have emotion, he has anger. These are the right things to say. These are the right things to do. He's a human being. What do you think, man? Just because this guy's a Superman doesn't mean he's Superman. It's a human being. And those things got him. So what? What do you want to do? Dominic Reyes is a tough night out. In a perfect scenario where everything's going your way, Dominic Reyes is a tough night out. So there was no surprise in the outcome. Anthony had given a interview, given a comment to Joe Rogan. I am struggling to get my key out of my pocket. Here's what I'm up against, kid. Key was in my wallet. Key was in my wallet, right here. But with my hand on the camera, I had to leverage this. There was no way to get. Do you see what I have to go through to come to you guys? Do you see how much I care? I mean, Anthony's coach and friend dies. And Anthony has a hard time in a fight. Okay, but I'm dealing with the exact same thing. It doesn't change. Anthony's coach and friend died. And I had to get a pizza from a guy I've never met with one hand. And I found a way.